And as the economic fallout from COVID-19 continues, a lot of families are already starting to blow through their savings, trying to make ends meet at this point. We're getting some tips on navigating these challenging financial times. President of SGL Financial, Steve Lewit, is joining us now live via Zoom. Nice to see you. Always great to talk to you.
Likewise, good to see you too.
Okay, so let's get to it. A lot of families are planning for what could happen, let's say 6 months from now. What would your main advice be to them? Should they be paying off debt? Should they be cutting costs in certain areas? What's the advice?
Well, it's yes and yes. They should be paying off debt and cutting costs. So first thing is to get simple. Make a list of expenses. Go down that list and just trim a little bit and make your budget very efficient. You're going to save a lot of money that way. This is also the time that you could renegotiate your mortgage with the bank. They're very open to doing that, even calling your satellite company and renegotiating that too. So the thing to remember, I think, is that this is a difficult time. Things are getting better. But if you need help, to reach out for it. You're not the only one in that situation. There's plenty of help out there.
And for the folks that maybe can't save right now, right? Maybe they lost a job, they've been laid off, but they need to take on debt. I assume you're going to tell them, don't go to your credit card, folks. Don't do that.
Yeah, a credit card's not the best way to go. So when you're struggling and you think you need to take up debt, what you really need is cash. So there may be pockets of cash in your portfolio that you don't know about. For example, maybe this is the time, if you're 62, to start your Social Security instead of waiting until your full retirement age. Maybe this is the time to look at a reverse mortgage on your house, again, if you're 62. You may have cash value life insurance. A lot of folks own small policies that they got years ago that have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 that they can take out of it. And finally, the CARE Act has given us the ability, or given you the ability, to take up to $100,000 out of your 401k if your company will permit it. Now, this is taxable money, but you can spread the taxes over 3 years. And these are retirement savings, so you want to be really careful in making this decision. But here's cash that you could access, pay off credit cards, make sure your mortgage is on payment, make sure you prioritize how to use this money and use it wisely, because it's very important money.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is, how do you weigh the pros and the cons of, let's say, maybe starting to collect on your Social Security at 62?
Yeah, so everything begins with a financial plan, and unfortunately, most people don't have one. You might have a budget and documents, but if you map out a plan, 62 might be the right time, because waiting from 62 to 66, those 4 years, taking on more debt, if you have the Social Security, the efficiency of that is much better. It might be a better decision for you, but it really fits into an overall financial plan. Whether things are tight for you or whether you're working and fortunate, that plan is very important.
Okay. There's quite a bit of volatility in the market. There are people that are getting closer to that retirement age, right? So what would you tell those folks?
Don't panic.
You say that all the time.
Yeah, it's the first thing. Look, retirement is, it's not a sprint, it's a long-term, it's a marathon. So we know that the markets go up over time. We know that we're retiring now, we've got to be careful. But it's time to make sure that, again, I come back to this plan, that you have things planned out, and in that plan are drawbacks like today. A well-planned retirement will work in different kinds of market situations. So if you're about to retire, you might be considering moving your portfolio into a more conservative portfolio, maybe moving into some cash, protect those assets so when you need them, maybe 2, 3, 4 years from now for income, that they're there for you and you're not dipping into assets that are perhaps low in value because of a market pullback.
All right, you're good with the numbers. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, have a good afternoon. For more information, you can go to sglfinancial.com. You can also find them on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. We'll be right back.